Oh, damn it. Hello?
Hiya. How you doing?
Do you really want me to answer that?
No. I can see by your face. Do you want a brew?
I've already had about 6. Woke up at 4:30, couldn't get back to sleep.
Right. Is there anything I can do?
Well, I've literally just put a massive iron mark in my dress, so I might need to borrow something.
Yeah, of course you can.
Just hoping it's not a bad omen.
Look, it's going to be a really hard day, but I'll be with you.
I know. Thank you. Bet there's some people who think I shouldn't even be there.
Yeah, well, they'd be wrong. And if anybody dares say out, they'd have me to answer to.
So you're basically my security.
Too right I am. I'll even bob on a pair of sunglasses and carry a walkie-talkie in if you want.
What would I do without you?
Yeah, well, you don't have to. Ever.
Whoop-de-doo-doo, it's arrived.
What has?
Hey, Cornish fudge. Thought we could start selling it. Build up a client base, get them addicted to the fabulous creamy taste, then set up a mail order service when we move.
Right.
Call me the Jeff Bezos of sweet shops.
Haven't said yes yet.
You haven't said no either.
Haven't said no to what, or maybe I shouldn't ask.
Moving to Cornwall. But I know she's coming round. My charms are too hard to resist. I've registered with a couple of estate agents down there. Been checking out her mortgage deals. Think I could get an extremely competitive rate.
Evelyn, what can I get you, love?
How about a packet of delicious Cornish fudge?
No, thank you. I just want a gazette.
Made of real clotted cream?
No.
Best in the country?
I did say no. Oh, blimey. Maybe you should stop being quite so pushy.
Not being too pushy, am I?
Do you love me, Brian?
Where's that come from?
Simple question.
Of course I do. Why else do you think I'd be planning our life together?
Sometimes I wonder.
Ooh, morning. Just.
What's there to get up for?
Look, why don't I take you out for a nice lunch?
No, I'm not in the mood. Aren't you doing Imran's funeral?
No, they're not doing it at the church, but I did send some flowers from both of us, though.
Thanks.
Go on, what about that lunch? Something nice before we have to go into the school.
I'm not going to that meeting.
You might not be as bad as you think.
I confessed to cheating. They'll disqualify me.
You don't know that. Look, we'll tell them about the pressure you've been under. The diabetes, the eating issues.
It won't make any difference. But I've blown my chances of getting into Oxford, so that's that.
Well, even if that is the case, there are still loads of other good universities.
I have told you, I don't want to go to university at all.
You don't really mean that.
Yes, I do.
What are you doing, Mum? Oh, what's it look like, Gail? I'm pulling my weight, as you so kindly tried to remind me.
I just asked you to do a bit of washing up.
So taking the bins out isn't enough, right?
Oh, ma'am, let's not start sniping. I know you're worried about this afternoon.
I'm not worried. They say it's a perfectly straightforward procedure. I might go blind if it goes wrong.
Ma'am, they do cataract operations every day. It's not gonna go wrong.
Well, let's hope not. Anyway, it's not just the fear of losing my sight. It's the fear of having to stay here much longer.
Look, I know you want to go home, and I understand, but you've got to stay here while you're recovering. And the ophthalmologist said it could take quite a bit of time.
Well, he's not the one sharing your bed, is he? Huh?
Hey, I hope the funeral goes well today.
Well, it'd be better if Toyah wasn't coming.
Well, come on, don't say that.
Well, I wanted to think the best of her. But the way she's behaved, the hiding, she looks guilty to me.
She's already been charged with death by careless driving.
Yeah, except now I think Adam's right. There's more to it.
Now, listen, don't let Adam get into your head, okay? Hello? Speaking? Yes, yeah, I can, okay. Yeah, I can come down now, yeah. Fine, okay, bye.
Are you kidding me?
Apparently the whole house is wired wrong. So in a way, it's good the ceiling collapsed, as we never would have known. Electrical death trap was the phrase he used.
This is a nightmare.
Oh, hiya. That's two unhappy faces.
Oh, well, apparently our house is an electrical death trap.
Yeah, we can get it fixed, but it's just more money, more time.
And more chaos to deal with.
Yeah, well, like I've already said, you know, you can stay at number 9 till it's sorted. Both of you.
Oh, mate, look, that's very generous of you, but one of us needs to stay in the house while the work's being done.
Right, well, I'm not being funny, but I don't really want the girls around dodgy electrics, so... Look, take me up on the offer. I'll go and stay at the salon flat, don't worry.
He's right. We should all go.
Yeah, okay. Right, I'll bring our stuff over tonight.
Hey. I feel really bad about the exam.
Yeah, you should.
I didn't want Addy to take the blame.
But you let him anyway.
I told the truth in the end.
Only because you were forced to.
No, that's not
Look,
true.
you knew what you liked, Chet, and you played on it. Because you thought, who cares if Addy gets done for cheating? He's not going to Oxford.
I never wanted him to cover for me.
So why'd you let him then?
Hey.
Oh. Is this the boy? Coming to dry your poor little tears.
We're not seeing each other anymore.
Pity. Because no one else will bother with you. Come on, here, let's get a tram.
Looks like that didn't go well.
They hate me. I don't blame them. I hate myself.
Hey, don't. You're under massive stress. I mean, people make mistakes. They do stupid things when they're stressed. I've been there. You're like those two who've never done something stupid and regretted it. I'll come round. Don't worry. And in the meantime, you've got me.
Thanks, but...
I know that we've officially split up. That doesn't mean we can't be friends, does it? I still care about you.
Of course we can.
Right. Now let me get you a smoothie. Come on, my treat.
Thank you for coming, Mr. Barley.
I don't see why I'm here.
Well, as I said on the phone, we just want to ask you a few questions about your relationship with Toyah.
Why? We broke up 4 years ago. We barely have any contact.
Nevertheless,
And I thought she'd already been charged.
we've had some new information.
Oh, new information. What's that code for? Oh, right, OK, you're not going to tell me. What have you been doing, bugging a flat or something? You've been picking up random snippets of conversation, have you? And turning it into something completely untrue.
Actually, your nephew, Adam Barlow, has informed us that Toyah said she wanted to kill her husband.
Sorry, it's ridiculous.
And he insists she meant it.
Look, Adam was very close to Imran, right? He's grieving and he's angry.
Maybe, but we have to take his allegations seriously.
Toyah's not a murderer. Do you know you lot? You focus in on the wrong people. There are real murderers out there, you know, hiding behind smooth personas, big cars, flash jobs. But you don't question them, do you? Because they probably played golf with your chief constable or whoever your top lot is.
I'm sorry if that's your perception of the police, Mr. Barlow, but I assure you that is not the case here. I'm simply trying to understand more about the mindset of Mrs. Habib.
I just told you, we barely have any contact. As far as I'm aware, her and Imran were very happy.
Perhaps you could tell me about baby Susie.
Space for you in the front.
Sarah.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're here today to celebrate the life of Imran Habib. By all accounts, a remarkable and well-loved man.
You've got to understand how desperate Toyah was to have a baby. We tried for so long. Round after round of IVF failed, and then we eventually found a surrogate. And then just as things were looking hopeful, she miscarried. Toyah she was devastated.
So when Eva Price offered her baby Susie, what did Toyah do?
You obviously know the answer to that question.
Yeah, but I'd like you to answer it.
She agreed to take her.
Did she tell you this?
No. She told me Susie belonged to the surrogate.
She lied to you. When you found out the truth, how did you react?
I was angry and upset.
And what did you do?
I just ended the relationship. But in hindsight, I do understand why she did it.
But even with the benefit of hindsight, you must still acknowledge that what she did was extreme.
And now his widow, Toyah, would like to say a few words.
There's so much that I could say about Imran, but I'll be brief.
Thank heavens for that.
He was a wonderful, clever, driven, flawed man. As we are all flawed. Every single one of us. And Imran understood that better than most. It was one of the many things that I loved about him. He met life and all its complications head-on, clear-eyed. And he was always driven by what he thought was morally right and good. Even if other people saw things differently, which was why he was so good at his job. He would do whatever he thought necessary to protect those that needed protecting. He was a wonderful partner and a wonderful father to our foster children. And he would have been a wonderful father to Alfie if he'd had more time. I just wish we'd had more time. I wish that I'd never got behind the wheel of that car, and I wish that he'd never pulled me from the wreckage, and I wish he was the one standing there and not me.
Toyah she was a mess back then. She's not the same person.
Yet she still clearly harbours a desperate desire to be a mother. You know, she's fostered 3 children and then was happy to bring up her husband's child, a child he'd had with another woman as the result of infidelity. What did that tell you about her?
It tells me she's very forgiving.
Oh, forgiving her still. As you said yourself, desperate to have a baby. Any baby she could nurture as her own, at whatever cost.
Where are you going with this?
As I said, I'm just simply trying to understand the mindset of Mrs. Habib.
Look, I understand that Toyah acted wrongly where Susie was concerned, but I don't really see how this is relevant now. I'm sorry, I don't.
Thank you, Mr. Barlow. That'll be all.
Thank you.
Are you ready to go to the bistro?
Yeah,
Syra, will you come and raise a glass with us?
With you? You're the reason my son's dead. Careless driving, I hear. Sounds so innocuous, doesn't it? You're right. He's the one who should be here, not you.
What are you doing here? I've come to pay my respects to the widow, which is more than you've done.
So the police called you?
Yes, they did.
Good.
You shouldn't have involved me in this. Sorry, Toyah, can we have a word?
We were just about to leave for the bistro.
It won't take long.
Yeah, Leah, I'll meet you there. It's fine. Yeah, okay.
Should we sit?
What are you doing? Not cleaning the bin, are you? That's verging on OCD.
Do you think me man's thrown away a full bottle of wine by mistake? It was a present from Nick after his wine tasting tour. I put it on the top shelf.
What did it look like?
Like a bottle of wine. Had a posh label written in French. Oh, hang on. Someone's drunk it.
Don't look at me.
There's a lot of other bottles in there. I'm sure we've not got through all this lot. I mean, I don't recognise half of them.
Well, Audrey has been putting it away a bit, hasn't she? Mind you, she has been quite stressed. Did she get off all right for operation?
Yeah, OK, I'm going to pick her up in a bit. Stress or no stress, this is a lot of wine.
But why did they call you in for questioning? I've already been charged.
Adam told them you said you wanted to kill Imran.
He said what?
Twice, and that you meant it.
Yeah, I probably said, like, oh, I could kill Imran, like the way that everybody does. It's a figure of speech.
I know, but he said you meant it like a threat.
So he's suggesting that I tried to murder my husband by driving both of us into a wall.
He's just angry. He's looking for somebody to blame.
Why did they call you? I don't understand.
They wanted to ask me about Susie.
Hi, Alex.
Looking very smart.
Oh, work suit. Imran's funeral today.
How was it?
Well, we didn't go in because we wanted to keep it small, but from a work perspective, went really well. He actually chose my favourite coffin, the Manchester. Solid mahogany, brass handles. Always seems such a shame when they have to burn it. Anyway, I'll have a cup of tea, please.
Yeah.
What's up, Doc? Well, not that you're actually a doctor, but, you know, what's up builder doesn't really have the same ring to it.
I spoke to Billy. He's worried about Summer.
He's always worried about Summer.
Well, she's refusing to go to that meeting at school today and says that she's definitely not going to uni. So, he's asked us to talk to her.
Right, then. I'll be good cop, you be bad cop.
Eh?
Only kidding. I'll be bad cop. Thanks, mate.
Could be us, you know.
In which universe are you living?
Well, I don't mean physically. I mean emotionally, romantically. And if there was some, well, rocky cliffs, voila, we're in Cornwall.
You'll never get me in a swimming costume.
No, perhaps not. But we'd still have the wind in our hair, the waves at our feet, maybe the sound of a little dog barking for a stick.
Not a massive fan of little dogs.
Well, a big dog, then. A bag of fresh fish and chips in our hands as we tread up the cliff path to our cottage with panoramic sea views, triple glazed windows and a UPVC front door. We enter to smell the remains of our morning fire, embers still glowing beneath the balloon chimney, which keeps the heat in. We bend down to pick up the post. An envelope from the bank.
Oh, dear.
But wait. We open it to see our statement. And our extremely low mortgage payment has gone out, but we're still in the black. And of course, the statement is for a joint account in the name of Mr. and Mrs. Packham.
Was that an attempt at a proposal, Brian?
Well, think about it. We'd get discounted rates on home insurance, long-term care insurance, and many other tax savings.
think I need some air.
Wait! Can you help me up? My knee's gone.
I see the grieving widow isn't here.
She's on her way.
Is she all right?
She just needed some space.
Or maybe she's done another runner.
She hasn't ran anywhere. She needed some space from people like you throwing accusations about.
Please, let's not ruin this day with anger. This should be about Imran celebrating his life.
Still, missing your husband's wake isn't a good look.
I just told you she's on her way. Hey, where's Toyah?
Well, she's not here yet.
She was with you.
Well, we had a chat and she left, and I had to pick up her face. So for some reason, I assumed she'd be here before me.
What were you talking about?
Police called me in this morning. They wanted to ask about Susie.
Why?
They're still looking into the accident. They want to understand her state of mind, so I just thought it'd be better if she knew.
They said you were asking for me.
There are things I need to tell you. I'm aware that you've been speaking to Adam and Peter Barlow.
We have, yes.
So it's obvious that you still have questions about the accident. I just want to make it clear that I wish to fully cooperate with the investigation, which is why I'm here.
Well, that is good to know, Mrs. Habib. I mean, we were planning on questioning you again, but we're going to wait until tomorrow. Bearing in mind it is your husband's funeral today.
We had the service earlier. I'm sure you can understand that I'm very keen to get everything cleared up.
Of course.
So, shall we begin?
Then he said it would get us discounted rates on our home insurance.
Oh, dear. Yeah, but it was definitely a proposal.
Oh, yeah. Couched as a joint bank account.
Did he not even get down on one knee?
He did, actually.
Oh, see, that's romantic, isn't it?
To pick up a magazine. Then he asked me to help him up.
Oh.
It's not funny.
No, but it is a bit. I mean, it's Brian, isn't it? He means well.
Does he? To be honest, I don't even know why he's even with me.
He worships the ground you walk on.
Oh, I'm not so sure about that. I found these letters. He'd been writing to
Who's that?
His ex. Well, when was this?
Oh, a while back. It was when all that trolling stuff was going on.
Oh, well then.
What? Answer me this, OK? Why is he even writing to her at all? Hmm? He's obviously missed her. In fact, he said so.
What else did these letters say?
She asked him if he ever thought about them getting back together.
And what did he reply?
I don't know. It was the last letter I found.
Oof, what a cliffhanger.
It's not a cliffhanger, Daisy. Actually, this is my life, you know. Just like with Roy. I could never replace Hayley, could I? Always felt second best. Exact same thing happening over again.
No, I don't think it is. No. Look, have you spoken to him about these letters?
Not yet. I'm not sure I want to know the answer.
Look, I thought Leo and I were finished, kaput. But then love triumphed and... It did!
Look, to be fair, you had a Barney about beer. It's not quite the same thing.
Beer is very important to me. It is, in fact, my life. Ergo, basically, it was an argument about life and death.
Yeah, and love triumphed, as you said the first time.
Afternoon, ladies. You must be Daisy.
No, that's me.
Oh, you were that feisty on the phone. I thought you was a redhead. Hey, I love redheads. And I've got myself a treat today, haven't I?
Who might you be?
I am Jim Fizz, mixologist extraordinaire.
You're a what?
He mixes cocktails.
He says he's got an ology.
He's gonna take the cocktail class.
Shake it till you make it. That's my catchphrase.
That's very original, isn't it, girl?
But it is quite catchy.
We'll start with my speciality.
vodka-based cocktails. She can be passion fruit, cosmopolitan, mule, and you're definitely an Harvey Wallbanger. Hear that?
Oh, Billy sent the cavalry in.
No, we've just come to see how you are.
Of course you have. He's obviously said go and talk some sense into her.
No.
Yeah. We are not going to let you throw your life away.
What Todd means is, you know, it'd be such a shame to waste that amazing brain of yours.
So it's going to be good cop, bad cop then?
You have to go to university.
Why? You didn't. In fact, didn't you jack in a place at Oxford yourself?
Exactly. And look where it got me. I work with dead people. Do you really want to be doing that when you're 30?
You're older than 30.
Which makes it even worse.
Look, Summer, you're so clever.
Yeah, so clever that I cheated in my exam. That makes me an idiot.
Even clever people do stupid things.
Yeah, look at Todd.
But they face up to the mistakes and move on.
Yeah, and I will. I'm gonna get a job and work like normal people.
That's not all it's cracked up to be.
Look, I'm sorry, but there really is no point of having this conversation. I've made up my mind.
I can't get hold of her.
Look, I wasn't trying to scare her. I just thought she needed to know.
I just don't understand why the police are talking about Susie anyway. Why are they dragging all that up?
Because Adam told them that Toyah said she wanted to kill Imran and that they should talk to me about Susie.
Okay. Take some deep breaths, yeah?
And the police are here.
So you admit to saying the words, "I'll kill him," to Adam Barlow?
I might have said something like, if he's lied to me again, I'll kill him, but not to Adam. I said it to my sister, Leanne. And I said it as a turn of phrase. I mean, don't tell me you've never used it yourself.
Well, I've never driven a car in which my husband died.
I didn't mean it.
Mr. Barlow swears you did.
I was upset. I was stressed. I just found out that Abby Webster had tried to abduct Alfie. I didn't mean it, and I certainly didn't act upon it.
So you were upset when you were driving the car?
No, we've been through this.
Oh, yes. You claim Imran never told you that he'd lied in court about Mrs. Webster's drug use.
He didn't. Which is why I don't understand you questioning Peter Barlow about Susie. What relevance that has.
I'm simply trying to understand your emotional state that day, Mrs. Habib. And it appears very clear to me that you are a woman who would go to extreme lengths in order to have a child, and who might be pushed to an extreme reaction were she to discover that would no longer be possible.
Right.
Here she is, Captain Hook.
Captain Hook?
Yeah, is that who I mean? Who was the one with one eye?
Are you thinking of Long John Silver?
No, he had a wooden leg, for goodness sake.
Hang on, well, who had one eye then?
Well, I'm sure it was Long John Silver. Maybe he had one leg and one eye.
Poor beggar.
Fascinating as this conversation is, could somebody please fetch me a drink?
Yeah, in a sec, ma'am.
Hang on, it all went well then?
Well,
No, it was fine.
It only took 30 minutes. Can you believe that? I was really impressed, to be honest.
Yes, you've just got to remember to put your drops in and rest.
Yes. And is that drink on the way, please?
I'll stick the kettle on.
No, I think I'm going to need something a bit stronger than that, my love.
Ma'am, is that wise?
Gail, love, the man said absolutely nothing about not drinking.
All right, what will it be, my hearty? A tot of rum?
No, not rum, love, no. A very large glass of Sauvignon, please, darling.
Coming up, Captain.
Oh, lovely. Oh, dear. Let's see what it's like.
Oh, how many have you had so far?
See that? You like that? Yeah, I like it, yeah. And that, ladies, is my secret to a perfect sea breeze.
Don't talk to me about sea breezes.
Oh, you look like the type of lady that would enjoy a little bit of beach adventure.
As long as it doesn't involve fudge shops.
What are you on about?
Probably best you don't know.
Well, whatever it is, forget about it and have another drink.
Good idea.
Not for me, thank you. I'm having trouble getting through this, whatever it is.
That is a classic Moscow Mule. Yeah, it's got an extra kick in it as well. Get it? Kick, mule.
Oh, Fizz, you fancy joining a cocktail class?
If it's got alcohol in it, yes, I'm game.
Excellent.
Whoa, another redhead. Hey, I tell you what, You've got woo-woo written all over you.
Thanks, I think. Is he for real?
Well, his teeth certainly aren't.
Oh, so I've moved my stuff into number 9. Gonna stay after all. Because we've got electrical problems now as well as the ceiling.
Oh, well, good. Be nice having you around. I don't mean good about your electrical problems, but, you know, yes, it'll be lovely having you there.
Why are you being so warm and fuzzy, Evelyn?
Well, because nobody's done the washing up but me ever since you left.
Oh, beggar off.
Who's that?
Who do you think? Tea will be on the table, 6:30 sharp. Make sure you have a glass of water in between every cocktail.
Not your fella, eh? Not the fudge shop.
That is him in a nutshell.
I think you'll have more fun if you stay here this evening.
Well, I reckon you might be right.
Just stay calm.
Boy, what the hell's wrong with you?
I'm grieving for my best mate, which is more than could be said for his widow.
Yeah, well, if she's not here, it's all your fault. I know you went to the police.
Look, I did what I had to do.
She's already been done for careless driving.
Well, I think there's more to it.
Oh, you do, do you? All right, so why did Imran risk his own life to pull her out of the car if she crashed it on purpose, eh?
Maybe he didn't realise what he was doing.
You're talking rubbish.
She said it to your face, Leanne. If he's been lying to me again, I'm going to kill him.
Oh,
I was there, I
come on,
heard
she
it.
didn't mean it.
How'd you know that?
Because I know my sister, that's why.
Yeah, I bet all siblings of all killers say that.
Whoa!
Top up, my fire angel.
Yes, please.
Should you be having another love?
Oh, don't you start. You're as bad as him.
That fella of yours sounds a terrible bore.
He's
her fiancé.
No, he isn't. I haven't said yes yet.
I'm feeling sorry for the guy.
Oh, you don't know the half of it.
Hey, what I do know is that you are a very attractive woman with a great sense of fun. And if you haven't said yes, there's a damn good reason.
Brian's proposed to Cathy.
In a fashion. In a Brian-like fashion.
Well, do you know what? Phil's proposal to me wasn't exactly textbook, was it? But things are looking up.
Yeah.
I think I found the perfect dress. Yeah.
Oh, it's hideous. Oh, come on, that's totally impractical. I mean, you can't get into a toilet cubicle in a dress like that. You'd have to keep your legs crossed all day.
No, not that one. It's on this other page.
Oh.
What? I can't open it. Someone spilled something on this. It's like... Oh, it's like orange juice or something. Oh! Ow! Well, I did think I'd found the perfect dress. Starting to think this wedding's cursed.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
Why don't we go on holiday?
What?
Why not?
What, together?
I want you back. I want to make you happy. And I just want to make you realise that there's more to life than exams and uni.
Well, I hope so, because that future's just gone up in smoke.
So let's celebrate. You're free, you can do whatever you want. Let's go away. Let's walk around holding hands. Let's be that really annoying couple who's always snogging in the corner of the bar.
I've always wanted to be that couple.
So let's do it.
She's drunk it all. There was only one glass gone.
She's had a traumatic day, bless her.
Yes, but it's not just today, is it? She's putting it away at a rate of knots. You saw all the empties in the bin.
You're hardly teetotal yourself.
I have 2 glasses a night. 3 if it's been a bad day, which, to be fair, is quite often living with David and Max.
Yeah. If you're that worried about it, maybe you should talk to her.
Oh, I've dropped hints, but she just bats them back like I'm a boring old nag. I think it's better to remove temptation.
Well, you're not going to get rid of all of it, are you?
What are my eckers like? I'm going to put them in the back of my wardrobe for safekeeping.
I'm not trying to justify my actions where Susie was concerned. I know they were extreme, and I know they were wrong. But actually, I did the right thing in the end, and she went back to her mother.
Well, with time, we might all do the right thing, but sometimes In the heat of the moment, the red mist can descend, and certainly you have shown yourself to be an impulsive woman who acts without thinking through the consequences.
Well, back then, maybe, but not now. I'm in a completely different place. Well, I was before the accident. I was happy, secure. I had a husband I loved and a stepchild I adored.
And hypothetically, how would you have reacted if you discovered your husband had lied again? A lie that would mean the child you adored was about to be taken away. And not only that, you would never be able to foster or adopt another child ever, including Elsie, who was due to be returned to your care within weeks.
Well, I'd have been angry, of course, and upset.
It's putting it mildly, I'd say.
But I didn't know that when I got into the car. I've already told you this.
So your husband never intimated to you that he needed to tell you something? Something he had done that was bad?
No.
All my heart. Not at all. No message. Nothing.
I did it wrong. I did it so wrong. I never meant for any of this to happen.
No.
I am sorry.
Which is odd. Because we've retrieved a voicemail he left for you not 1 hour before the crash.
Oh, thanks for coming, ladies. Well, I've learned something this afternoon.
What's that?
Not to book Jim Fizz again. He's drunk more than he's sold, and the only punter who enjoyed his tutorial was Kathy.
Yeah, a bit too much, methinks. Where is she now?
She went out back to get some air. She felt a bit queasy.
Mind you, at least we've got rid of some of these old mixers. You know, this bottle of blue curacao has probably been here since Alec Gilroy's day.
No wonder she was queasy.
And where's Jiminy Cricket?
Oh, he went to look after her.
Evening. Looking for my beloved.
And he said he missed her. And then she asked about them getting back together, and now, guess what now? He's asked me to marry him, but only so he can get cheap life insurance.
Oh, sweetheart.
I just don't get it, me. I just don't. Every man I have ever been with has made me feel like I'm just, like, not good enough.
And they're idiots. Anyone can see how incredible you are.
Oh,
You're gorgeous, vivacious, funny. I'll keep it right arms to have a woman like you.
You're just being nice.
I mean every word.
Oh! What are you doing? What the heck are you doing?
Is she there?
No, she's not there. She went for a kebab. I forgot.
A kebab?
Yeah, she, soak up the booze.
I've got a romantic candlelit dinner all set up.
Ah, well, she didn't know that, did she? Look, if you hurry, now, you'll catch her. She'll be queuing for that shawarma.
That was close.
What am I doing?
Evening.
Hi.
You're not going to ask me how the meeting with Mrs. Crawshaw went?
How did it go?
Well, she thinks you're going to be disqualified from the exam and you won't be able to resit.
I told you.
Might have been different if you'd have been there. You could have argued your case.
It wouldn't have made any difference. Anyway, I am sticking to my decision, so please don't send anyone else to try and talk me out of it, okay? I'm allowed to do what I want with my life.
Okay. I get it that right now your mind is set. But can we agree that you won't make any rash decisions until the end of summer when you get your results? You might feel differently by then.
I won't, but all right, I won't hop on a plane and emigrate.
Phew.
But I will be hopping on a plane.
Oh,
Me and Aaron are gonna go on holiday, only for a week.
you and Aaron?
Yeah, we're back together,
Okay.
so it's fine then. A holiday.
No. Here's probably just what you need.
What were you thinking about? not carrying on with him like some sort of desperate housewife.
You made me feel good about myself.
If I had kissed everybody who made me feel good, well, maybe I'm not the best example, but you shouldn't have done it. I mean, what about Brian? I mean, he made your whole romantic dinner and had got all these romantic plans.
Well, I just don't know if I believe a word of it.
I've told you, I've said it before. You have to challenge him about those letters. Yeah, and don't eat anything either, because, you know, remember you've had a kebab.
Don't talk about kebabs.
She can't go home like this.
No, well, what are we going to do with her?
Kathy. Ooh, hi. Why don't you go and have a lie down in the back room? And I'll make you some coffee and we can figure out why it took you 2 hours to get a kebab.
I said...
I'm not dealing with that.
You don't know the whole story. There are things about me that you don't understand. Everything I did it for you. I did it for us. And the life that we dreamt about, I did it wrong. I did it so wrong. Oh, God, I've ruined it. I've ruined everything. Well, I mean, mistakes and lies, they catch up to you eventually. I mean, I should know, should I? I mean, I defend people that learn this firsthand. But I never thought it'd be me and the dog. I'm near enough. I never meant for any of this to happen. I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Sounds like he was going to tell you the truth.
He didn't.
We found this message via your mobile server. You deleted it on Monday, the 30th of May, after we'd initially questioned you. Why?
I don't remember seeing that there was a message on there. So I must have deleted it by accident without realising that it was there.
Odd how it's the one important voicemail that might indicate you had motive to kill your husband.
I didn't kill him. I didn't hear the voicemail. He didn't tell me what he'd done. This is a coincidence. Please, you have got to believe me.
I hate you, Toyah Habib, I'm arresting you on suspicion of the murder of Imran Habib. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence. You do not mention questions, something which relates to life court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
I never meant for any of this to happen. I am sorry.
Over on ITV4 this weekend, we've some world-class action for you. Don't miss the Gallagher Premiership Rugby Final, Saturday at 2:15. And tomorrow afternoon, we've all the action from the opening day of Royal Ascot, right here from 1:30. And all new Long Lost Family is on the way next.